and the stand-in must strictly abide by the stand-in rules, which is to block all romantic interests for the master.
Lin Shi, if the contract ends,
Fu Xiaoting, CEO of Fu Corporation.
if the contract ends, will you leave me?
Shen Jitsi, sister of Shenyan.
Brother Xiaoting, is it that Lin Shi doesn't know what's good for her and provoked you again?
Oh, shouting. Gigi, let me tell you.
The film was
She's not much
translated
different from her
and
sister. You
narrated
two should
by
just get together.
Media.
Why bother getting drunk every day for? A stand-in?
What nonsense are you talking about? I never thought that. I'm just concerned about Brother Xiaoting for my sister. Lin Shi, what are you doing?
How can you drink so much when your stomach hurts? You're not allowed to do this next time.
Lin Shi, you're just my sisters. Stand-in. You really think you're Mrs. Fu?
Anyway, I don't have much time left, so I won't put up with you.
Sis, if you don't come back soon. Lin Shi will steal. Brother Fu,
Not much time left. What do you mean? Also, how dare you lay a hand on Shen Jitsi? I don't know when you got so bold.
Mr. Fu, it's almost midnight. You haven't paid me yet. Card or check? Overtime has to be calculated separately.
Okay. There's 20,000 in this car. Disappear now.
All right, Mr. Fu. Remember to go home early.
Lin Shi. 3 years. Is there really only money in your eyes? Not a shred of feeling.
Fu Xiaoting. I'm sorry.
It's so hard to find you. He's the rich. Man you're with, right?
Lin Jianren, Lingxi's father, a gambler.
You wouldn't want to see me go to him for money, would you? Especially with a gambler for a father, I don't deserve him at all. Can you lend Dad another 20,000? They said, if I don't pay my gambling debts, they'll take my kidney.
Dad? How could you gamble again? Last time, if I hadn't paid back the 20,000 for you, you would have lost your right hand.
You good for nothing. How dare you talk to me like that? Snagging a rich guy, living in a mansion. Give me some money. What's wrong with me gambling a little? I'm telling you, Lin Shi, if you don't give me the money today, I'll have them go to Fu Xiaoting.
This is the last time.
Lin Shi, the cancer cells have completely spread. If we can't find a suitable liver, you have at most 1 month left. You'd best inform the family.
Moreover, I have less than a month.
Miss Shen, 3 years ago, the world's hottest designer. Why did you suddenly disappear? Please explain. I suffered a serious illness back then and had to leave.
But now you've returned from abroad. What are your plans? Are you planning to re-enter the design world?
No. A serious illness made me understand a lot. Back then, for the sake of design, I gave up the person I loved most. This return is only to let him understand my feelings. Shouting, I'm back.
She really has developed feelings for me.
The film was translated
What?
and narrated by Media.
Jealous?
Fu shouting. Your Shenyan is back. Let's end this.
Lin Shi. Are you jealous?
Mr. Fu. We have only an employment relationship. Now that your true love is back, I also want to have my own life.
What an employment relationship. Lin Shi. Have I been too good to you lately? You don't even know your own place. You're just a stand-in. Before the agreement ends, you can't leave me. But you clearly care and comfort me when I'm sad, and wait for me to come back to eat together. You have always been worried about my health. How could you not love me at all?
Mr. Fu. This is just my job. Love. Would you fall in love with a boss who constantly exploits you? I'm just playing the role of Shen Yan.
Get out. Get out of here. Lin Shi. Think carefully.
Mr. Fu's true love has returned. I don't have any presentable gift. So I'll use the termination of the stand-in agreement to congratulate you two on a long and happy life together. May your love be unwavering. I hope she can take better care of you.
Lin Shi. Why are you so eager to leave me?
Lin Shi. For a man. Is it worth it?
You don't understand. This is to celebrate being single. To celebrate getting rid of a bad boss. Ju Yi. Come. Cheers.
So you're not going to tell him about your cancer?
Why would I tell him? He's my employer. I'm his stand-in. He only loves Shen Yan.
Well, well. Look who it is. It's the gold digger. So late. Instead of serving Xiaotang at the villa? What are you doing at a bar?
Give it back to me.
Could it be that my sister, the real deal, is back? And he doesn't want you anymore.
Is
this the new?
Translated and
Wild man you've hooked up
narrated
with?
by M Media.
Shen Jiji. You dare insult my friend one more time. Just try it. You think I don't know about your feelings for Fu Shaiting? I was at least with him once. And you? As long as your sister is around, you'll only ever be able to call him brother-in-law. The sister-in-law has her eye on her brother-in-law. Do you even understand what shame is?
I'll tear your mouth apart.
You dare touch her. And you'll regret it.
Ju Yi. Don't waste your breath on her. Let's go.
Stop. Lin Shi. Today, you and your wild man will kneel down and apologize to me
Shen Nian is back. So why are you still here alone, drowning your sorrows? What's up?
Hey. You say? Where do you think she could have gone?
Who? Lin Shi. She's so materialistic. She's probably off finding her next sugar daddy.
Shen Nian, fictionaling's true love.
Xiaoding. Long time no see. I heard you were here, and I was worried you might be drinking too much, so I came over. I hope I'm not interrupting.
Oh, Miss Shen, our young master, has been talking about you. Come sit down. Please have a seat. Young Master Fu and Miss Shen are a perfect match. A match made in heaven. Yes, come on. Please.
Xiaoding. If we?
Young Master Fu, it's bad. Shen Jiji and Lin Shi are fighting. We should go and see.
What? I'll go right now.
Damn Lin Shi. Ruining my plans.
Apologize to my friend.
This bastard! Jitsi. Sis? Are you okay? Sis. Lin Shi, with her wild man backing her up, actually dared to slap my face in public. Miss Lin, I know you're unhappy about me coming back. If you want to hit someone, hit me. ZZ is innocent. Sis, you're Xiaoding's one true love. Why should a shameless substitute?
Apologize? If you dare insult Lin Shi again, I guarantee the Shen family won't be able to protect you.
Ju Yi. I'm fine. Let's go.
Lin Shi. Mr. Zhou. Is he your new sugar daddy?
Mr. Fu, you're joking. She is my girlfriend.
What are you talking about?
Mr. Zhou. You're not picky, are you?
My business is none of your concern. After all, Mr. Fu is blind and can't see Zhao Shi's good qualities.
Xiaoding, since Miss Lin has a new relationship, we should congratulate her.
Lin Shi.
The film
I
was
want you to tell me yourself.
translated and narrated by
You and him.
Media.
What exactly is your relationship with him?
Now that I have cancer, I can't keep entangled with fictioning. It's better to take this opportunity to make a clean break. Yes. I have a new boyfriend now. So Mr. Fu, please, keep your people in check. And don't come bothering me again. Don't forget. We're over.
Fine. I just saw you. Hit Jitsi. Apologize to her now. And then, we'll be over.
Mr. Fu. You know, I'm greedy. I can apologize. But my apologies are expensive. I wonder how much Mr. Fu is willing to pay this time.
$20,000. Enough?
Fu shouting. Don't push it.
Mr. Fu, does humiliating people with money make you feel good? Besides, your dirty money. What else do you have? You also have your inexplicable need for control, your bad temper that flares up at the slightest disagreement, and those eyes blinded by lousy acting.
How dare you speak to me like this?
Then how do you think I should speak to you, Mr. Fu? And you, Shen Jiji. What right do you have to come here and pick a fight? Your sister, the real girlfriend, hasn't even said anything yet. Why are you so eager to be your sister's mistress?
Could it be that Shen Jitsi really likes Fu Xiaoting, and my sister likes the same person? This is too shocking. Sweetie, drop dead. Jitsi, what are you doing?
Juyi, how are you? Does it hurt? Are you hurt anywhere?
It hurts. It hurts like hell. Xiaoxi. If I become crippled, will you take care of me for the rest of my life?
Who asked you to take the hit for me? You deserve to be crippled.
Brother Xiaoting, Lin Shi is an ungrateful wretch. She's still flirting with that pretty boy. Don't say that. Miss Lin caring about her boyfriend is perfectly reasonable.
What? Does it hurt your heart?
Plenty of people care about Mr. Fu. Who am I?
You've been together for so long. Haven't you felt anything at all?
Fu Xiaoting and I are impossible. Shen Jiji. You hit someone with a bottle. Shouldn't you give an explanation?
Yutzi is still young. Miss Lin, please don't lower yourself to her level. Let's forget about the previous apology. Let's all take a step back, okay?
How can that be the same? She.
Enough. You're not hurt, are you? Don't push it.
Forget it. It's not like I'm the one who's hurt. However, Miss Shen, you'd better keep your sister under control. If she provokes me again, I will not let her off the hook.
Lin Shi! Don't think that you, hooking up with a pretty boy, can turn you from a sparrow into a phoenix. A slut who's been...
Watch your mouth.
Jitsi, you've caused enough trouble today. Apologize to Miss Lin. Sister, why are you all on her side? She used despicable means to steal your childhood sweetheart and swindled Brother Xiaoting out of a lot of money. She's a vicious con artist.
Fu Xiaoting and I have a contractual relationship. If it weren't for his generosity, I would have left long ago.
The film was translated and
My poor
narrated
Xiaoxi.
by M Media.
Fu Xiaoting, what are you doing?
Lin Shi. I know you have a lot of resentment towards me, but you don't have to resort to such methods to provoke me. I can give you another chance. As long as you come home with me tonight. I'll pretend you never said those things.
I'm sorry, Mr. Fu. Our agreement is over. You're not my boss anymore.
Lin Shi. My patience has a limit.
Jiu Yi is different from you. He is my boyfriend. We are not in an employer-employee relationship.
Lin Shi. Is it because you're short of money that you're looking for other men? If you're short of money, I can give you all my money. All of it. Leave him. Come back to me.
As expected of the CEO of the Fu Group. Quite generous. However, in this world, not everything can be measured by money or bought with it. For example, my resolve to leave you.
Miss Lin, Xiaoting just doesn't want you to hurt yourself out of spite, even if you don't appreciate it. Why do you have to be so harsh?
Miss Shen is a refined lady. Naturally, she doesn't understand the hardships of us working folks. All these years, I've pretended to be you every day. trying to please Fu Shaiting. The slightest misstep would result in humiliation from him. It's utterly disgusting.
Disgusting. You actually love me this much?
Yes.
Okay.
This ring is something I designed for myself. He
Nyanyan. Marry me.
Shouting. Of course I will. Tonight is the happy occasion of my sister proposing to my brother-in-law. I'll cover the entire bill. Congratulations on their successful proposal.
Are you all right?
Wide? Don't you like any of them?
There's nothing here I like.
I'll find a designer to make one for you.
No need to bother. I've already designed the style. Look.
Thank you, Miss Lin, for being willing to let me have shouting. I believe you'll let bygones be bygones and bless us. Right? A substitute is just a substitute. No matter how much they struggle, they're just a clown. Jitsi. Thank you, Miss Lin, for taking care of shouting for so long.
Fu Shouting, do you know? Lin she.
I was just doing my job for the money.
The film
Now
was
that you're back,
translated and
I can
narrated
also
by
end this
M Media.
unequal contract. Ju Yi. Let's go.
Could it be that we were really just a transaction?
Stop. Don't be in such a hurry to leave. My guest list doesn't include the two of you. Before you go, shouldn't you pay for the drinks?
Can't afford it. So don't act like a big shot. I'll cover tonight's expenses. Consider it my thanks to President Fu for showing mercy and letting my Xiaoxi go.
You two dogs, get out of here.
I don't hit women. But that doesn't mean I won't hit a little darling.
Waiter. Young Master Joe. Jitsi doesn't understand things. I apologize to Miss Lin on her behalf.
All right. Apologize. I accept.
Lin Shi. Are you crazy?
President Fu. Shenyan asked to apologize herself. I just granted her wish.
When did you become so unreasonable?
And in what capacity? Are you lecturing me, President Fu?
3 years. Don't you have any feelings for me?
I hope this time you can finally give up.
Shouting. As long as Miss Lin can calm down. It's nothing for me to suffer a little grievance.
What perfume is Miss Shen wearing? It smells like green tea.
Then I wish President Fu and Miss Shen a harmonious marriage, 100 years of happiness, and many children.
Then I wish you two will be locked up for life and never harm anyone else again.
Shouting. Don't be too angry with Miss Lin. She only has young Master Zhou in her heart and eyes right now. That's why she's so prickly. We should understand her.
I did you such a big favor. And almost got myself hurt. How are you going to thank me? How about promising yourself to me?
Come on. We're lifelong brother. Besides that, anything else is fine.
I remember you majored in design in college. My company still needs a design director. Do you want to give it a try?
Me? Design director? Are you serious?
Of course I am. But don't worry.
Hello. What did you say? My MOM had a heart attack. Doctor, how could my MOM have a heart attack?
Your mother's condition wasn't good to begin with. Today the situation deteriorated rapidly. She needs emergency surgery.
How much will the surgery cost?
A conservative estimate is 300,000.
Okay. I'll get it together as soon as possible.
I'll advance your aunt's medical expenses.
How can I do that?
Didn't we agree before that you'd come work for my company? I've advanced your salary.
The film was translated and
Lin Shi,
narrated by M.
I, the
Media.
president of Zhou Corp, have already said this much. If you refuse again, it'll hurt our feelings.
Payment for room 101.
The 101 expenses, Mr. Fu has already paid.
Sudden heart attack. Is it serious? The medical expenses. My Fu Corporation will cover all of it. Be sure to get the best doctor.
Shouting? What's wrong?
When did it happen?
Mr. Fu comes every week. He came early this morning.
Doesn't he have trouble getting up in the morning?
Mr. Fu. Miss Zhen's surgery was very successful. She is already out of danger.
Ow.
Mr. Fu. Miss Zhen. Inviting you over today. You see,
Mommy.
Mommy did. 'Cause you trouble again? This medical bill. You must have incurred a lot of debt again, right?
Mommy. Don't worry. The medical expenses. I've already taken care of them.
Really? Where did you get so much money?
Mommy, don't worry. I'm currently working at Zhou Group. My salary is enough to cover your medical expenses.
Shishi. Are you hiding something from Mommy? Is it Fu shouting? Who paid for your medical expenses?
Mommy. How did you know?
Mr. Fu. Your agreement with Miss Lin.
You're talking a bit too much today.
Silly child. Even though Mommy is sick, I'm not confused. These days, Fu Shouting has been coming to the hospital to see me every day. He also occasionally asks about you. If he wasn't interested in you, why would he be so concerned?
Mommy. Actually, Feelings can't just be judged by appearances.
If you like him, tell him clearly.
But I don't have much time left. Mommy, I'm back. These past 4 years, I haven't been able to visit you. I'm sorry.
Linji's tomb.
The burial plot Fictional chose for me is quite nice. Be with you always. This time, I will make everyone who hurt me pay the price. The old Lin Zai is dead. Now I'm Lin Sheen.
It's you're back, right? She. Lin Shi.
Mr. Fu, we meet again.
What's the point of doing this?
I don't know what you're talking about.
If you weren't Lin Shi, how would you know that she and her mother are buried here? And you even specially prepared flowers to pay your respects.
Mr. Fu has mistaken me for her many times. Out of curiosity, I spent some time inquiring about it.
Pretending to be someone else. Isn't it tiring?
I don't know what you're talking about. I'm leaving.
Where are you going? I hit the nail on the head, didn't I? Are you feeling guilty? We haven't seen each other for 5 years. Are you really this heartless? You are Lin Shi, aren't you? Can we start over? You've gotten a lot bolder. Showing your claws. Just like the first time we met. Can we start over?
Fictional. Your actions constitute harassment. Wait for the lawyer's letter.
Since I'm going to be sued, I might as well go all out.
Fictional.
The film was translated.
Do you
and
really love
narrated
Lin Zai?
by M Media.
What?
Do you really love her? When you say start over, are you giving up your engagement with the Shen family? Or is it just that you want me to be Lin Zai's substitute? Mr. Fu, if I hadn't inquired beforehand about how Lin Zai died, I would have been truly moved by your affectionate demeanor if you loved her. Why didn't you give her a title? You kept her as a substitute and caused her mother's death. You even married another woman. Fictional. Your love is truly cheap.
I'm sorry. About your mother. I'm truly sorry.
Fictional. Lin Zai has already been killed by you. Please don't transfer your guilt towards her onto me, because I would find it incredibly disgusting. If you truly feel guilty, then go down and accompany her.
Mr. Fu. Mr. Fu, wake up. Mr. Fu, what's wrong?
Fictional.
She... Don't go. Please don't go. She... I miss you so much.
Which blind fool dares to seduce? Aren't you dead? Are you a human or a ghost?
Is Miss Shen ill? In broad daylight. What the hell?
Impossible. She's dead. You can't be her.
I don't have time for this. To listen to your nonsense. I'm leaving.
You're not going anywhere. Explain yourself. Why are you with Xiaoting? Who are you?
If you can't control your own man, don't accuse others. As for why I'm with him, Miss Shen, wait until he wakes up and ask him yourself.
You little darling. You're dead. Why are you still alive?
Miss Shen, I am not someone you can bully. Stand in.
How dare you hit me?
You a mere Shen heiress. My wife hit you. So what?
Jodhi? It's you. Young Master Zhou is truly devoted to Lin Shi. He's protecting a fake. So diligently.
Lin Xin is my wife. Miss Shen, watch your words.
Shouting? You're awake.
Shen Nan? What are you doing here?
This woman put you in the hospital. And then messaged me to taunt me.
Miss Lin,
The
thank
film
you
was
for bringing me to the
translated
hospital.
and
My wife
narrated
has
by
always been kind.
Emilia.
She cares for even stray cats and dogs. Mr. Fu, don't mention it.
It was nothing. But sir, your wife kept calling me little darling. If word gets out, I'm afraid it will disgrace the Fu family.
Shouting? I was just so worried about you.
I won't disturb you two lovebirds. My husband and I will leave now.
Miss Lin. Miss Lin.
Shouting? One Lin Shi leaves. And another Lin Shin appears. Why does everyone have to push me like this?
Shen Nan. I only married you to save the Fu Corporation. Don't think you can do whatever you want, just because I married you.
Shouting? Can't you let go of that Lin Shi? You were even protecting a fake so carefully. Lin Shin is Zhou Yi's wife.
Mr. Fu, the portrait you requested. Miss Lin, you've been gone for 5 years.
Is it really you? Really? Set up a meeting with Miss Lin for me. Tell her. I want to apologize to her in person.
Yes, sir.
Mr. Fu, you're too kind. The hospital incident is trivial.
But I still need to express my apologies. Otherwise, you Lin say have disgraced the Fu family. Miss Lin, what do you usually like to eat? Are there any foods you avoid?
No.
I heard this restaurant's specialty dessert is mango cake. Would you like to try some?
Sure. I can give it a try. Thank you. It's really good.
She is allergic to mangoes. Could it be that she really isn't? Then why does Lela look so much like her? Is it that delicious?
Of course. Mr. Fu, you can try some too.
Lin Shi.
Zhou Yi, let's go.
Lin Shi.
Mr. Fu, please mind your manners. Don't harass my wife.
Moof. You're not her husband. The registration abroad is fake. Lin Lela isn't your child either.
Zhou Yi, go pick up Leo. I'll handle this. Don't worry. Fu Shating, what are you trying to do?
Lin Shi. I just want to know whose child Lela really is.
It doesn't matter whose child he is. What matters is, you will never be his father.
Zizide. I know. I did a lot of things wrong to you before. You can torture me however you want. But you can't take away my right to be a father.
Take away? Mr. Fu, we didn't know each other before. Leo is the child I gave birth to abroad. How could it be yours?
This is a portrait I had someone make of you and my child.
Nonsense. It doesn't prove anything. After all, Mr. Fu always likes to find lookalikes. Any slight resemblance can be considered evidence
That he's allergic to mangoes just like you. He doesn't even have the surname Zhou. Is that Zhou Yi just eager to be cuckolded?
Fu Shating, you've gone too far. Zhou Yi is my husband.
You still haven't learned how to breathe when we kiss. And your body still reacts to me.
Uncle Fu, what are you doing?
In front of the child, what are you trying to do?
Lele. Daddy Fu will take you to play, okay? Wide? Don't you like Daddy Fu the most? I'm asking you a question. Wide?
Fu shouting, if you're going crazy, don't do it here. Don't scare my son.
Your son? Leo's surname isn't even Zhou. If you have the guts, let me take him for a paternity test. Let me see the results with my own eyes. See whose Lele really is.
Have you had enough? Fu shouting. Are you even a man? When Xiaoxi was alive, you couldn't protect her. She died. And now you won't even let go of someone who looks like her. Regretting it now? What were you doing earlier?
Xiao isn't dead. She's standing right there. She and Lele. They're both standing right there alive.
She's dead. She died when you and Shen Nian got engaged. She'll never, ever come back to you. You're the one who killed her mother.
Ju Yi.
Uncle Fu hit Daddy. Uncle Fu is a bad guy.
Lele.
Fu Shating. Leo's father is only Zhou Yi. Please from now on, don't bother us anymore.
The film was translated and
Let's
narrated
go.
by M Media.
No matter what it takes. I will bring Zizai back to me.
Mr. Fu, you asked us to reinvestigate Madam's death. We found something. Before Miss Lin's mother died, Miss Shen visited her.
Bring Shen Nian to me.
Yes.
Xiaoting, why are you looking for me so urgently? Did you miss me?
Does Lin Ji's mother's death have anything to do with you?
No. It wasn't me.
Shen Nian. How dare you?
Fu Xiaoting, what did I do wrong? Now just because of a vixen who looks like her, you're reinvestigating the deaths of Lin Shi and her mother. And think I'm the murderer? Can't you see all the love I've given you all these years? Can't you see it? Fu Xiaoting. Don't forget. It was you who wanted her to be the mistress. That's why she died.
Shut up.
I'll say it even if you don't want to hear it. It was you. You killed Lin. You sent her to hell with your own hands.
Shen Nian. Don't forget. Our marriage is fake. It's just a business arrangement. For me, Fu Xiaoting in this life, the only woman is Lin Shi. Get out.
Lin Shi, you forced me to do this. Lin Shi,
What are you doing here again?
why don't you just die? You little darling. If it weren't for you, why would Xiaoting investigate Lin Ji's mother's death?
What are you saying? Lin Zai's mother's death has something to do with you.
Shen Nian, if you cause any more trouble, I guarantee I'll send you to jail.
Humph. You better keep your wife in check. If I ever find out again that she's trying to seduce Xiaoting, I guarantee he'll end up miserably.
Ju Yi, Shen Yan is very likely connected to my mother's death. Can you help me reinvestigate my mother's death?
Okay. Don't worry.
Zhu Yi.
Xiaoxi. Don't move. Let me hold you for a while.
Zhu Yi. What's wrong with you?
Why can you repeatedly accept Fu Xiaoting, but you still refuse to accept me?
Zhu Yi. You're drunk.
I'm sorry. Some things at the company are making me a little irritable. I drank a little and lost control.
I'm
Film
also
was
involved in the
translated
company's
and
affairs.
narrated by
What's the matter?
Media.
We'll solve it together.
Xiaoxi. Thank you.
Miss Shen, if anyone finds out about this, I'll be in a difficult position.
Don't worry. 2 hours after this drug is administered, there will be no trace left. You take him away. I'll take care of the rest. I'll help you solve it.
Okay. Miss Lin,
Hello.
you are Joe's chief designer. We all admire you very much. We love all your designs. We really like them all. Please sit.
Mr. Liu, you flatter me. It's all thanks to the team.
I want to have a drink with you. I'll drink first as a toast. Cheers. Another one. One more.
Ah. Mr. Liu. I really can't drink anymore. I can't. I'm here today to confirm with you the contract with Joe Corp.
Miss Lin, are you drunk? Why don't you come with me to rest?
Let me go. Let go of me, Mr. Liu.
Mr. Fu, it's all a misunderstanding.
Tell me, who gave you the guts to try to take advantage of Miss Lin?
It was me. I was blinded by lust.
I don't have the patience. You better not make me wait for you to talk.
It's Shen. It's Shen Nyan.
It's been so long. That Liu guy should have succeeded by now. How do you even drive? Jody... Why is it you?
Where's Xiaoxi?
She. Isn't she discussing business with Mr. Liu? You forgot? Mr. Liu got her drunk. You took her away. And then sealed the deal.
Don't let me find out you're harming her. I'll settle the score including today's incident.
What kind of spell does she have on you all? Both of you. Protecting her like this. I'll make sure she's utterly ruined.
Mr. Fu, we ran a fingerprint comparison for Miss Lin. She is Miss Lin Shi.
Zai. You're awake. Slow.
Xiao. You've got the wrong person.
Zizide. It's all my fault. It's because I didn't control my own people that you were troubled like this.
It's rare for Fu Xiao to not take his first love side for once. Truly rare.
Zizide.
I'm Vinshin.
I had someone compare your fingerprints.
The
You are
film was
Zizai.
translated and narrated
From now
by
on,
M Media.
you don't have to work so hard to keep up the pretense. And I finally see what kind of person Shen Nan really is. I thought about it all night. Before. Perhaps I hurt you too much. From now on, you should go back to using your real name. Okay?
Ju Yi. Why aren't the lights on at home?
He knows your identity. Are you planning to get back together with him?
Ju Yi. You're investigating my whereabouts.
My girlfriend and her ex are getting cozy at the hospital. And I'm not allowed to know.
Ju Yi. All these years, I've been very grateful to you.
Grateful to me. But you can't forget Fu shouting?
Dad Joe.
Lil. Mommy has something to discuss with Dad. Can you go back to your room for a bit? Good.
Didn't you say you wouldn't go back? Didn't you make up your mind to get revenge on him?
Ju Yi. Don't get excited. I did say I'd get back at Fu Shaoshan, but he is Lil's father after all.
Lin Shi. He hurt you so much. Just forget it. I'm good to you, but you never see it. You're so pathetic.
What did you say?
I'm sorry.
I'm the one who should be sorry. Tomorrow, I will take Lil and move out.
Lin Shi.
Daddy Joe, did you guys have a fight?
It's okay. Your mom won't leave me. I'll go make you some milk.
Zizide.
I won't let you leave me. Never. Lil. Don't blame Daddy Joe.
Ju Yi. Thank you for this time, for taking care of me. I hope you can find someone you truly love.
Mom.
Lil, what's wrong? Lil,
Mom. I feel so bad.
Lil. Hello, Fu Shating. Lil fainted. I'm taking him to the hospital now. You come quickly. Lil, stay awake, don't sleep.
Quick. Hurry up.
Mommy's here.
Daddy Fu. They say, when you go to heaven, you can see the person you want to see the most. It seems to be true.
Lele, be good. Everything will be alright. Lele. Everything will be fine.
Ma'am, instead of waiting in the emergency room, you should quickly find a way to contact a bone marrow match.
Lele. Everything will be alright, Lele.
Fu Shating. Lil is your son. Please save him.
Don't worry, Zixi. I'm here. Everything will be fine.
Mr. Joe.
The
Fu
film
shouting
was
will immediately
translated
have a
and
matching test with Lin
narrated by
Leal.
Media.
What to do? You know in your heart.
Please rest assured, Mr. Joe. Everything is proceeding as you instructed. Also, Lin Leal's condition this time worsened very suddenly. Do we need to further investigate the cause?
No need. His illness worsening was only a matter of time.
Yes.
Fictional. How is it? Was the match successful? When can the surgery be performed?
Lele isn't my son at all.
What?
Test results.
Impossible. Lil, he clearly is your child.
Zizide. Why did you lie to me? Ow. Why did you give me hope? You disappoint me again. Are you playing with me?
I'm not. Fictional. There must be something wrong with this report. If it weren't for Leal's critical condition, I wouldn't have come to you. If you still don't believe me, then we have nothing more to discuss.
Good. Very good.
Xiaoxi. How could Lily's condition suddenly worsen? Is he all right?
Ju Yi.
What happened? I saw your luggage when I got home and thought you had taken Lil away. If the nurse hadn't called me, I wouldn't have known you were at the hospital.
Leal's condition suddenly deteriorated. He urgently needs a transplant. But for some reason, Fictional's blood type is not a match.
Don't panic. What happened? We'll figure it out together.
What should we do now?
I'll contact all the blood banks in the city and arrange for a blood transfusion.
Okay.
What? What's wrong? I just received news that all the blood banks in the city are blocked.
How could this happen? I think the only one who could do this is Fictional. Fictional. Is he really not going to give us a single chance?
How could Lele not be my son?
Fictional. This report must be wrong. If it weren't for Leal's emergency, I wouldn't have come to you. If you still don't believe me, then we have nothing more to discuss.
No matter what, I must save Lele. I can't let her down again.
Leal, you must stay strong. MOM. Mommy will find a way to save you. Ju Yi. Fictional. Why are you here?
How is Lele?
Stop pretending. Wasn't it you who ordered the blockade of all the
film
blood
was
banks in the
translated
city?
and
What are you doing here
narrated
now?
by Media.
To see our misfortune?
I never gave such an order.
Fushating. What kind of man are you if you can't own up to your actions? I never thought. You wouldn't even spare a child.
Fu shouting. How dare you come see Lil?
Ju Yi. Don't you waste your breath on him. Fushating. Since you don't believe Lil is your child, then please disappear from our lives forever.
Zizayu.
Fu. Please leave. Otherwise, I'll call security. Don't be afraid. I'm here. Everything will be all right.
Mr. Joe. Let's talk.
Fu Xiao, your audacity is far greater than I imagined. You're impossible to get rid of.
I didn't block the blood bank. It wasn't me. Even if Lele isn't my son. For Ziji's Saki, I would do everything to save him.
How touching. But Fu Xiao, what you're saying? Do you think Xiao Shi will believe? I warned you. You've hurt her so much that the trust between you is long gone.
I'll find a way to prove all of this. Once I find out who's behind this, I won't let them go.
Then I wish you, Fu Xiao, success. Oh. But I advise you to leave the hospital immediately. Right now, the person Xiao Shi least wants to see is you.
I almost forgot. Joe is the one most capable of manipulating things in the hospital.
Mr. Fu.
Have your men avoid Joe's people and guard this place. Also, have someone follow Joe Yi. Report any unusual activity to me immediately.
Yes.
Who?
Shen Nian. About what
The
happened
film
with
was
Mr. Liu last time.
translated and
I already had
narrated
someone warn
by
you.
Media.
Why haven't you learned your lesson? Lele is just a child. How could you do this?
Fu Xiaoding. It's you. You forced me to do this. Why shouldn't I? Everything you did to me. Lin Shi, including this brat's life. They all deserve to die.
Shen Nian. Attempted murder. Call the police. Also, Submit the evidence of her provoking my mother. As well.
No. Fictional. You can't do this to me.
Take her away.
You can't do this to me.
Joey. It really was you. It seems Leo's test report. You were also behind.
Fu Shao. You unauthorizedly changed the wards. Miss Lin over there is at the hospital office and losing her temper with us. Do you think you should explain to her?
I'll go right now. I did it for Leo's safety.
Safety. Fictional. Do you think I'll believe you? Get out of my way.
Lin Shi. Shen Nan was going to harm Lela tonight. If I hadn't switched rooms in time, Lela would be dead.
Shen Nian? How could she possibly get in here? Joey told me that this place is full of his people. He would never let her in.
Because the instigator of all this is Joey. He orchestrated all of this. My people noticed this. So, I took the liberty of arranging for you to switch rooms.
What? Shen Nian failed? What a waste. It seems there's no need to keep up the act.
Fictional. Your little act of sowing discord is truly an eye-opener. Juyi is so good. Why would he hurt Leo?
For you, of course. He's lost his mind. Trying to get you back. Lela is just a tool for him to keep you around.
I need to see Leo first. Then go find Joey and get to the bottom of this. Fictional. If it weren't for Joey, I would have died 5 years ago. Even if he did it, I need him to admit it himself. Before I'll believe it. Move.
Lin Shi.
Where's Leo? Where did Leo go? Fictional. Didn't you say you had people watching Leo, and that nothing would go wrong? Tell me. Where's my son?
Don't panic. Lela might have been taken by the doctors for a checkup.
Fictional. Stop acting. I think you're the one who took Leo. You're still trying to drive a wedge between Joey and me. I should have known. You're so selfish, paranoid and suspicious.
The film was translated
How
and
could you be so
narrated
kind?
by M Media.
Knowing that Leo isn't your son, and still want to save him. Tell me. Where have you hidden Leo?
Lin Shi. Can you please calm down? Will you listen to my explanation?
Don't come any closer. I don't want to hear your excuses anymore. You just want me to leave Joey, don't you? I'll agree to it. I'll agree to anything you say. I'm begging you. Please let Lil go, I'm begging you.
Lin Shi. Can you trust me one more time?
Fictional. How can I trust you? You've hurt me so many times.
Mr. Fu. Catch him for young Master Leo, the doctor who performed the examination.
Bring him in.
Miss Lin.
Dr. He. What are you doing here?
Miss Lin. Shen Nian confessed the person. It's Zhou Yi. Mr. Fu thinks that Zhou Yi wouldn't show up personally.
Hospital.
He must have accomplices. I had someone look at Leo's medical records. His condition has been very stable. Suddenly deteriorated like this. My private doctor also finds it very suspicious. So, I suspect someone tampered with it.
These values shouldn't spike this much in such a short period. It wouldn't soar this much. Unless
what?
Someone fed him something he shouldn't have eaten.
Zhou Yi's house. I've also been there. It was cleaned very thoroughly. But I found a cup in the trash. Found a cup. On this cup, traces of poison were found.
This is Leo's milk cup. Every night before bed, Zhou Yi would make him milk.
Mommy, I feel so bad.
The night Zhou Yi and I argued, I said I wanted to move out of his house. He made milk for Leo that day too. The next day Leo could it really be Zhou Yi? It's all my fault. It's all my fault, Leo. It's all my fault.
It's okay, Zixi. It's not your fault. If Zhou Yi dares to hurt our son, I will not let him go.
But there's one thing. Young Master Leo was clearly poisoned. But the report shows everything is normal. For the young master, who performed the examination, and for Mr. Fu, for the paternity test, it was him. Young Master Fu, Miss Lin. I was just following orders. I deserve to die. Young Master Fu, please spare me.
Where are my son and Zhou Yi?
I don't know. I'm just a runner. I wasn't involved in the kidnapping. I know I was wrong.
Wrong. Too late. Take him away.
Young Master Fu, spare me. Miss Lin.
Shating. Leo. He must have been taken by Zhou Yi. Zhou Yi.
The film
Will he
was
hurt Leo?
translated and narrated by
Lin Shi.
Media.
Don't worry. I will bring Lela back safely. Lela. Lela.
Did you find him? Shating. Was it really Zhou Yi who kidnapped Leo?
Zhou Yi. Whatever you have against me, come at me. Let my son go.
Now you. Act like a good father?
Zhou Yi. Are you crazy? Leo is your son. You were together for so many years. How could you hurt him like this?
Yes. You drove me crazy. Why does Fu shouting, saying a few nice words and apologizing, make you all leave me?
Zhou Yi. I'm sorry. Whatever you have against me, come at me. Please, I beg you, let Lil go, okay?
I can let him go. I'm in the warehouse behind the hospital.
Zhou Yi. I'm here. Where are you?
I knew you'd come. Where's Fu shouting?
Didn't you tell me to come alone? Lil is in your hands. Of course I'll listen to you.
It seems you're smart.
Where's Lil?
Don't worry. Let's talk first.
Ju Yi. Why? Why have you become like this?
All of this. Isn't it all because of you? From the moment you begged me to take you away, abroad, you should have taken responsibility for me.
Ju Yi. You saved my life. I will never forget this kindness.
Kindness? Is kindness all you feel for me? Why? Xiaoxi. You said I was your boyfriend. For you, I would even give my life. Why is it that in your heart, there's only Fu shouting? Fu shouting, what makes him better than me? Why would you rather accept him, raping you, than accepting me?
Ju Yi. You're crazy.
I am crazy. It's because of you.
Lin Shi. Are you alright? Don't be afraid. Don't be afraid. I'm here.
It's true. So lovey-dovey. Truly enviable.
Joey. Where have you hidden Lele?
It doesn't matter. I'll let you
The
see
film
him.
was translated and
See him buried
narrated
with
by
me.
M. Media.
Buried together.
Ju Yi. I beg you. Stop this. Whatever you want, do it to me. I'm begging you. I beg you to let Lil go.
Stop this. Kneel and beg me. Beg me to spare your son.
Alright. I'll do it.
Shouting. I've done as you asked. What more do you want?
Xiaoxi. Didn't you say you wanted revenge on him? Didn't you want to see him grovel? You should be thanking me. Xiaoxi.
You're not the Ju Yi. I remember. Doing this will only make me hate you more.
It's better than forgetting me. Xiaoxi.
Ju Yi, what are you doing?
Are you the patient's family?
Doctor, what's wrong with my son?
The patient has lost a lot of blood, and his condition is critical. He needs a bone marrow transplant immediately. Excuse. Are you the child's father?
Doctor. I'm the child's father. I've been tested, and I'm a match. Let me do it.
Dad, am I really going to heaven this time? Why am I seeing you again?
Lele, be good. Lele, you must strive to live.
The
Mommy
film was
is still waiting for Lele
translated
outside.
And narrated by M. Media.
Dad. Will always be with you. One month later. Z-side. Can you give me another chance? I want to start over with you.
Fu-shating. Actually, well, no.
Daddy Fu, I want to go to the mall. Can you take mommy and me there?
Sure. I'll take you there. Let's go get something good to eat, okay?
Lil, calm down and walk by yourself. You're Daddy Fu. He just had surgery. He can't hold you all the time. Be good, okay?
Oh, it's okay. As long as I'm with you. My injury will heal quickly.
Smooth talker. Put him down. Here. What's wrong? Did you pull your wound again?
You'd care about me.
Just suffer on your own.
Let me tell you. Your mother, this girl. She just doesn't mean what she says.
Mommy, I want a snack.
Wife. One want a pancake too.
Okay. I'll go buy some for you. Wait here. Don't run around.
Yes. Come. Come sit.
Daddy Fu, can you still win mommy back?
You little rascal. You don't believe in your daddy Fu.
If from the beginning it had been like this, it would have been good. Lil is still in the car.
He's already asleep. Besides, you don't think I'm going to do anything to you, do you? Oh, don't worry. From now on, I won't force you to do anything you don't want to do.
What do you want?
Lin Shi. I'm very happy today. Thank you.
Thank you for taking Lil and me home today.
Lin Shi. If you want, I can marry you.
I haven't thought about that yet. Things in the future. We'll talk about them later.
Mommy, where's Daddy Joe?
Joey's tomb. Why did you come here by yourselves? Didn't I say I'd drive to pick you up?
We didn't want you to be sad.
He was right about one thing. It was me who took you away from him. In all fairness, I should thank him for taking care of you for 5 years.